Hi, I'm Mike Watkins. I'm part of the Brownells technical support team, and today we're going to talk about sight alignment, how to correct for misalignment, and get the bullet impact on the target where it should be. There are some variables that come into that. The distance of the sight radius, that's measured from the back of the front sight to the back of the rear sight, and also barrel length, whether it's a 2.5-inch barrel or a 7.5-inch barrel, also affects bullet impact. And then there's the ammunition that you're using according to bullet weight and velocity. You should always zero your gun with the primary ammunition you plan on shooting. Another peculiarity with 1911 style pistols that have a movable barrel is the rear barrel lockup and how high that's actually locked up, or if it's consistent in that lockup from shot to shot. And then the position of the barrel and bushing inside the slide comes into play. If that's loose and it's always moving up and down as the slide cycles, that will also affect bullet impact from shot to shot. Theoretically, the sight height is the same off of the center line of the bore for the front and rear sight. But those variables that we just mentioned come into effect where you usually have to correct the front sight for proper bullet impact. Then there's also the human element. It depends on how loose you hold the gun or how tight you hold the gun will also affect bullet impact. And it depends also if you're using a 6 o'clock target shot where you're aiming at 6 o'clock position off of the bull to hit dead center, or if you're wanting the gun to hit dead center as you hold it on dead center. That also affects the sight height. Most firearm manufacturers offer a variety of different heights for the front, so you can correct that, but sometimes that's not available. Particularly on a fixed barrel gun, there may not be a different sight height available. You're either going to have to file down your front sight or build it up or fabricate a new sight to correct this problem. You'll need to use a dial caliber. The measurements need to be precise, within a thousandth of an inch. Sometimes that's pretty hard to do. I normally make a spud to go into the bore, take half of that diameter, and I can add it back in and come out exactly correct. Normally, if you have a gun that's shooting 2 inches low at 25 yards, you want to take about 11 thousandths off of the front sight. If it's 4 inches low, you can double that figure. It'll be 22 thousandths. And if the gun's shooting high, you just reverse that process. And remember that whenever you lower the front sight, it's going to raise bullet impact. When you raise front sight, it's going to lower bullet impact. Another peculiarity with the 1911, something that's been found out over the years by me by building 1911s, is a general guideline for the front sight on a 5-inch gun is normally around 185 to 2/10 tall. On a Commander, it's about 175 to 185. And then on a shorter officer's model, the front sights can be all the way down to 0.150 to 0.160. And if you start with those general guidelines with a standard load, you should be right in the ballpark.